So last week we got reports that said that Donald Trump has repeatedly been talking to people in his orbit about putting Marjorie Taylor Greene into a nice little cabinet position, possibly something over at the Department of Justice, maybe even Attorney General. As scary as that is, it's not as scary as the reports that have now come out since then, saying that Donald Trump has now repeatedly been talking, and he's talked to her about, putting Marjorie Taylor Greene on the ticket as his running mate for 2024. It's expected that Donald Trump is going to formally announce that he's running for president by February. So basically, anytime between now and February, Donald Trump is going to say, hey, I'm running for president again. And he's talked to Marjorie Taylor Greene about being his running mate. She said, let me see if I can find it here. She said she'd be honored to serve, but added that the GOP establishment would not want it. I think the last person that the RNC or the National Party wants is me as his running mate. Listen, Marjorie, I think the last thing anybody in America wants is you as Donald Trump's running mate. Or maybe we all want Marjorie Taylor Greene to be Donald Trump's running mate. Here's the thing. Whether or not there's any truth to these reports, which of course I believe there is because Marjorie Taylor Greene's like, yeah, he's talked to me about it. We've had conversations. This would be the biggest blunder that Donald Trump could ever make. Marjorie Taylor Greene might be popular in her district, but outside of that district, nope. Even among conservative circles, Marjorie Taylor Greene is not exceptionally popular. And we know that because think back to last summer when Marjorie Taylor Greene and Matt Gaetz went on their little MAGA tour and they lost money. Like, they couldn't get people to show up. They couldn't get people to donate. They ended up basically going bankrupt because nobody outside of their respective districts for Marjorie Taylor Greene and Matt Gaetz gives a damn about them. You know, the Republican Party, conservative media trying to cram these people down our throats, and the public is repeatedly telling them, we don't like these idiots. So if he were to pick Greene as his running mate, that's not going to do anything to bolster his support, to broaden his support. It's going to be dead on arrival, and here's why. Presidents choose running mates that compensate for their own shortcomings. I mean, Trump did it in 2016 with Mike Pence, you know, the super religious establishment guy. Pair him with the horrible sinner and I don't know anything about politics guy. That was a good compliment, right? Barack Obama, young, energetic, charismatic. Paired him with Joe Biden, a kind of toned down guy. He's a fighter, and Obama was a nice guy. He was the hope and change guy. Biden was the guy that would probably slap you in the mouth. But Biden also had many years of experience versus Obama did not. That was a good pairing. George W. Bush, dumbest man ever with no national experience. Pair him with good old boy Dick Cheney, who's sinister and smart and has been around forever. You can keep going like Bill Clinton, the party guy. Pair him with the toned down and rather boring Al Gore. H.W. Bush, old, been around forever. Give him the young blood, Dan Quayle, to shore up that thing. That's how you pick a running mate. You pick somebody that complements you, not that amplifies what's inside of you. And that's what Marjorie Taylor Greene would be with Donald Trump. She's just like him, except shorter and not an overweight elderly man. But in terms of beliefs, in terms of people they would attract to the campaign, she doesn't bring anybody new. So if Trump did pick Marjorie Taylor Greene as his running mate, that would pretty much guarantee that that campaign would crash and burn pretty quickly. So I guess what I'm saying is, Marjorie Taylor Greene, you better start talking to Trump and make damn sure you get yourself on that ticket, because that is exactly what America needs. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our Ring of Fire channel here.